Our sports reporter Lebohang Dube is in Rabat, and this certainly is the biggest sporting story today, and is undoubtedly Africa Women's Cup of Nations final in the Moroccan city of Rabat between tournament hosts and Banyana Banyana. And to help us, to bring some context to the enormity of this fixture, live from Morocco, we have SABC News Senior Sports journalist Lebohang Dube, and he joins us now. Very good morning to you, Lebohang. Thank you so much for joining us. Just take us through what's happening today.
Thank you, Simpiwe, and good morning to the viewers. Well, today it is a big day for the continent, for women's football on the continent, more so for Banyana Banyana and the host Morocco. We know that both teams have never won this particular competition, and the two nations will be looking to make history by winning the competition. But I think it is more significant for Banyana Banyana, looking at how they've progressed over the years, how they've developed as a footballing nation in terms of women's football, and I think they will be going out looking to redeem themselves after the disappointment in 2018 when they played against Nigeria in the final, losing in the penalties, and subsequently losing out, on their maiden title of the competition. So today it will be really significant for both nations, as I mentioned earlier on, to really go out and try and make history for both nations.
Now, these two teams play two different types of football. Banyana very good on the counter-attack, with Morocco on the other hand being technically sound. So which style do you expect to come out on tops today?
Well, simply when we spoke to Desiree Ellis last night after the training session, she pointed out or outlined the similarities between the two teams, mentioning that the two teams are attack-minded, technically they're sound, they're able to play with the ball, they're able to defend well. So it will be quite a tough match for both nations. However, we should again note that Morocco, when they played against Nigeria, the match had to go to penalties and win through penalties, and this is after Nigeria had received 2 red cards. So playing with 2 men down, and they still couldn't wrap up the match within 90 minutes. And perhaps this is the idea or the confidence or the inspiration or encouragement that Banyana Banyana have to say, we've been dominant against North African countries in the past, and looking at the hosts having struggled against Nigeria in the semi-finals and winning that particular match through penalties, and perhaps this is their chance to actually lift the title and really go all out and prove themselves that they are a dominant force on the continent and play that type of football that they've been playing over the years, the consistency within the team, the consistency under the guidance of Desiree Ellis, who on Thursday was voted as the Women's Coach of the Year for the continent.
And Desiree, no doubt, is South Africa's hero at the moment. And you also covered Spirit Ludu's Bantwana team that played in 2018 World Cup in Uruguay. Just how many of those players are in the current Banyana team, and are we on the right track in terms of managing and nurturing our elite players?
In terms of development and nurturing and ensuring that the players are in the system, you look at the players that were part of that particular World Cup that you speak about, and those players were also part of the 2019 World Cup for the senior women's national team in France, and you name quite a few players. You have about 6-7 players that were part of that particular team, and just to go even further than that, you look at the development within the country, you look at how the high performance center in Pretoria has been able to contribute to the success of the country and the success of Banyana Banyana team. You have about at least 14-15 players that were part of the HPC or who have gone through the process of the high performance center in Pretoria. And you also look at, like you mentioned, the players that were part of the junior national teams that are now part of the senior national team, Banyana Banyana. You look at the likes of Sibulelo Holweni, who made her debut or perhaps made her appearance at the age of 17 in the 2019 World Cup in France. So you look at how women's football and how they've been able to nurture that talent and be able to develop the talent, and perhaps these are the fruits that they're actually reaping right now.
Both Morocco and Banyana have shown a remarkable improvement in their results. Lebohang, great chatting to you, man. Thank you so much for giving us that update this morning. We'll certainly touch base with you a little later on. That's our senior sports journalist, Lebohang Dube, out in Rabat in Morocco.